Konnichiwa, minasan, konnichiwa. Alright, so our first little mini hiragana test. Right, so it's hiragana to romaji. So do you know what these symbols are? Pause now and time yourself for 2 minutes and let's see how you go. Go! And we're back. If you didn't hit that timer, if you did, we're going to carry on. Hi, so ichiban. I'm going to sound them out for you. A, O, I. A, O, I. And remember that our E sound is spelled as an I. So give yourself a mark if you got A, O, I. Hi, 2番, number 2. Aki. So we know that that ki usually has like a little gap in between the end of the two strokes in the line and like the bottom line, but we also know that this is kind of just a font on a computer. Hi, 3番, ka, just ka by itself. Hi, and we know that ka is now mosquito, aki is autumn, and aoi or ao is blue. Hi, suika, 4番, suika. So spelled su, and then as an e sound is an I, ka, suika, which is watermelon, and 5番, shika, which are deer. Yeah, hi. So give yourself a mark for every hiragana you got right. How did you do? Let me know. Hi, Ziggy. All right, our classroom entry today. Hi, Kiritsu. Right. よろしくお願いします。着席。はい、ありがとうございます。はい、次。今日の単語ね。So 今日の単語。So honeys, today is we're doing a little bit of both. And this lesson might take you about 1.5 lessons, but it should work out to be manageable this week, because our last lesson will kind of be like doing this if you haven't done it and practicing on Quizlet. Right, so remember for our tango, for every time we do vocabulary, we are drawing an image and we are making sure we've got it all down in our book. Right, so 今日の単語は家です。And you might be thinking, isn't ie no? And you're right. Ie is no, but ie with that shortened e is house. Okay, so ie, house. So please make sure you're drawing a little house. Give yourself a minute and a half, but try not to spend too much time on your actual drawings. Make sure you're getting our hiragana, which is ie, at the top, followed by ie, our pronunciation. If you're wanting to do the kanji, which is the top left, you're welcome to, but you do not have to. Right? So pause here if you need to and start that timer. Hi, Chigi. Oh, something's happening. What is going on? No, technology, no. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. Hang on. I'm just going to see if we're still recording. Yes, we are, presumably. I don't know. I'll find out at the end. All right, Siggy. What was happening? Hey, apato. Hi. So apato is actually in New Zealand. It's like more like a flat. Right. So apato. Sometimes it's an apartment, but most of the time it's referring to like a flat. So if you've seen like double thinged houses around where they're flats on top, flats on bottom, that's more of what an apato is. Right. So apato is of course a foreign word, so it has to be written in katakana. So I would like you to write the katakana. We won't be using it, but it might be helpful for you in the future. はい、so アパート。次。はい、これはマンションです。マンション。はい。And this is what we call a fake friend. So a mansion is not, as we can see before, if we go back to our little apartment, when these buildings were introduced into Japan, because they didn't have apartment buildings and stuff like that, they just had their regular, traditional housing. And then somebody was like, oh, this is an apartment. These are apartments. And then somebody was like, oh, but now we already have an apartment, so we know that they're like a little flat or apartments. And so what do we call an apartment building? And they were like, oh, it must be a mansion. That's what this thing must be. Like, these are the apartments. We get it. And this is the mansion. They were very wrong. Whoever that was, they were very wrong. So a mansion is actually an apartment building. Okay? So an apartment building. So beware of that fake friend. Mansion, apartment building. はい、次。これは本物です。So this is our real mansion. So they had to call it something else again in Japanese. So it is called a teitaku. Teitaku. Right, so that is what an actual mansion is called in Japanese. Teitaku. Teitaku. Right. So making sure to write up our hiragana as well as our romaji, and make sure you've got your images. I love me some images. はい。次。これは農場です。農場です。はい。So 農場。So carrying those sounds. 農場。はい。And 農場 is a farm. はい。So please draw your farm with your hiragana. And just so you're aware that so there is a no, which we've covered, and u, which we've covered, g, which we will cover very shortly, and notice that that fourth symbol in is a little smaller than the other symbols. Okay, so that's important to notice. It's that symbol, the fourth one along from the left, is a smaller symbol. いいですか? So be careful when you're writing that down. 農場。次。はい。これは things that are near us. はい。Waikato. Waikato. Nice and easy. In Japanese, it's the same pronunciation. Waikato. Right. And once again, it's a foreign word, so it's written in katakana. Please draw something that is like Waikato to you. You can have the Waikato River with just a river and like a bunch of trees and stuff. Little boats. That might be good. はい。次。はい。次。Our capital cities. Also good to know. Auckland. Auckland. Right. So 2 O's in the front. Kurando. Auckland. Right. For this image, maybe give the Sky Tower a go, or maybe a few little Aucklandy things that you might want to put in. はい。次。次。これはクライストチャーチ。クライストチャーチ。So the reason why I put Christchurch in, is because it was really famous in Japan, and a lot of people actually liked visiting Christchurch. And nearly everybody, when I was in Japan, like nearly everybody was like, oh, I was ashamed about Christchurch. And I was like, I don't even know what Christchurch is. And they're like, oh, it's so beautiful. And I'm like, what? Why do you know this? Why are so many people having condolences about Christchurch? I agree it was a tragedy, but I was just surprised about how many people were like really interested about it in Japan. Right, so Kuraisi to Chachi. So this is an old photo before the earthquakes and that hit it. いいですか? はい、次。はい。ハミルトン。ハミルトン。ハミルトン。As we know, Hamilton, not far from Cambridge, just over the freeway and a bit, so Hamilton. Famous for balloons over Waikato if you're wanting to put in a bunch of hot air balloons instead of the cityscape, as it were. はい。And そして最後 last but not least, hopefully you can recognize this. And this is Cambridge. Cambridge. はい、Cambridge. はい、次. Alright. So from this point, guys, this is kind of like the halfway mark. So I'll get you to stop now and go and practice on Quizlet before I kind of carry on with the rest of the slideshow. Hey, so if you find that you're so many minutes into the lesson, just go and practice on Quizlet for a bit. And if you run out of time for whatever reason, this is a good place to pause before going on to something else. いいですか? はい。以上です。